Hello, Owl Pals. This is Big Al. Welcome to Big Al Presents, a review of the 2021 film The Suicide Squad. And warning, there are spoilers ahead. For those disheartened by the DC films in the past several years, including 2016 Suicide Squad, chances are you aren't planning to see The Suicide Squad. It is understandable, as the depictions of our beloved heroes have been less than their aspirational selves. But this review is just about one film, The Suicide Squad, and what a difference a "the" makes, as well as the vision of James Gunn. Amanda Waller sends Task Force X, also known as the Suicide Squad, a team of supervillains including Bloodsport, Harley Quinn, Peacemaker, and an assortment of other unconventional prisoners from Bellrive, on a super-secret mission to Corto Maltese to destroy Jotunheim, the laboratory that holds the mysterious Project Starfish. The film is an outlandish and unapologetically ultraviolet superhero film, or supervillain film, if you will, that assails the viewer with astonishing sights and sounds. It is a feast for the senses. James Gunn brings his signature visual style to this motley crew of convicts, much as he did with Guardians of the Galaxy, as well as including sly humor and a superlative collection of songs to create an amazing soundtrack. Say what you will about the man, but he does know how to please audiences. The cast is huge, but most do not survive long enough on screen to be of any significance other than an extended cameo. Michael Rooker, Nathan Fillion, and Pete Davidson are enjoyable while they lasted, and I did enjoy Pete Davidson biting the big one. That was fun. Even Pom Clementia makes a blink and you miss it cameo. Margot Robbie returns as Harley Quinn and gives a much more nuanced portrayal than her previous outings. Also returning are the wonderful Viola Davis as the scheming Amanda Waller and Joel Kinnaman as Rick Flag. Idris Elba gives a fantastic performance as Bloodsport. While a ruthless killer, Elba bestows an ability to the character and gives the viewer a chance to admire him without feeling guilty about liking a villain. Perhaps the standout of the film is David Dastmalchian as Polka Dot Man. He makes what, on paper, is a ridiculous comic book villain and creates a compelling, sympathetic take on the character. Kudos to Daniela Melchior as Ratcatcher 2 for the same reason. John Cena deserves an award for keeping a straight face while wearing the Peacemaker uniform. Sylvester Stallone was an inspired choice to voice Nanue, King Shark, the endearing and exceedingly hungry squad member. Peter Capaldi is fine as the thinker, but he is underused, and Gunn doesn't exactly depict him as the smartest man in the world, or even the room. The technical aspects of the film, especially the special effects, are first rate, especially Starro the Conqueror and King Shark. Including Starro can be said to be a selling point for many fans, me included. Going off script for a moment, I always liked Starro. However, the intergalactic invader, while looking fantastic on screen, was too easily defeated by the javelin-wielding Harley Quinn and a slew of rats controlled by Ratcatcher 2. Odd that Starro was taken out by the female characters. I wonder. Oh well. The plot is straightforward. The Suicide Squad goes in, mayhem occurs, Waller has a secret agenda, and the good guys eventually overcome. There aren't really many surprises. It is a familiar story wrapped up in James Gunn's pretty packaging. While that's not necessarily bad, it will not sway detractors of him or the DC filmverse. The Suicide Squad will delight the fans who have been anticipating it, and it is a vast improvement over the first Suicide Squad film. Sometimes one man and a "the" can make a big difference. Well, that's my official review of The Suicide Squad. I hope you enjoyed it. A few extra thoughts. I will say, overall, I enjoyed the film. It was a fun little shut your brain down kind of an adventure superhero film. It was nothing super original, although it was really cool to see Starro on film. In fact, Starro was the main reason I wanted to watch it. I was a little perturbed by how easily he was taken out. I mean, she basically jumps into his eyeball with a javelin, and the hole she makes allows all the rats to go in and start chewing away at poor Starro's innards. Not exactly a great way for an intergalactic monstrosity to go out, but I don't know. It was what it was. But overall, it was funny enough that it did elicit some laughs. The actors do a great job with their characters, and I was really surprised at just how awesome Polka Dot Man turned out to be. And in fact, one of the great parts of his character was that he is so upset and disturbed by his mother that he sees her everywhere, including in various guises of the Suicide Squad and as the gigantic Starro. He does not see Starro, he sees a big, gigantic, kaiju sized version of his mother. Uh, it was a very interesting take on Polka Dot Man, and it really did make the film for me. I think that his character, I think, was the biggest highlight of the film, and King Shark was a lot of fun too. Stallone's voice just completely fit King Shark, this version of King Shark. But yeah, I think if you've been a fan of the DC films for the past few years, you're definitely going to enjoy this one. If you're not, I can't suggest you watch it. It's not going to really change your mind about anything. It's dumb fun, and it's nothing you really haven't seen before, but it is a feast for the eyes, as I said earlier. I hope you enjoyed my little uh, bit of rambling here about the Suicide Squad. I hope that you like what I do here at Big Al Presents, doing reviews, rewatches, and rambles, of course. If you aren't a member, please subscribe. I would love to have you as a subscriber to my channel. I hope you like this video, and I hope you share it around with people who may get something from it. I hope everyone has a wonderful time, and if you don't choose to watch the Suicide Squad, that's fine. Whatever you're going to watch, I just hope you enjoy it. Take care.